Hello. Thank you to be here to talk about the ClayPencil and his different implementation inside Blender. Okay. My name is Daniel Martinez Lara, and my three passions are teaching. I have my own animation school based in Barcelona. Make training and consulting for studios and professionals, mostly in ClayPencil. I love storytelling. I make my own animation pieces, shorts, or for example, The Hero was the first open movie, Blender open movie made with ClayPencil. Okay. And of course, develop animation tools. I'm not a developer. I'm working with developers. Okay, so but I like a lot thinking in new ways to create different workflows for animators. And these three things, the ClayPencil that I started 12 years ago to start developing with developers. Okay, the next lab, ClayPencil VR and Blender Claymation. When I was prepared this talk, I realized that basically are the same idea behind of these different tools. Okay, so basically the main idea that I'm obsessed is using Blender, ClayPencil, Claymation, and XLab. Basically is try to introduce this tool inside a 3D program, a pen, okay, or different versions of these pens, okay, like a digital version, like a VR thing, because for me the VR thing is not about the headset, okay, it's about the controller. It's the powerful thing. The headset is nice, but I don't need it. If it was something that I don't need the headset, it will be great, but for me it's the pen thing. Okay, like the pen or VR thing or the new Wacom and Logitech have a new 3D pen. Okay, it's basically draw in a 3D program. Okay, so with this in mind, this is the same slide that the last presentation is the difference in the 3D workflow and the 2D workflow. Basically, are that in 3D you have a lot of different steps. This is a simplified version, but you have design, modeling, rigging, animation, shading, and render. And that we are 3D people, for us, this is natural. Of course, you need model and make the UVs, make the materials, rigging. Of course, this is the workflow. But I love the 2D workflow. I love the 2D workflow. Though basically, in 2D workflow is design. The animator is the 2D animator is the modeler, the animator, the create the effects, the hair, all this kind is one person. Okay, is creating all the things, and I think this is so powerful. Okay, it's not a problem. The 3D workflow is nice. It's working. Okay, but the 2D workflow for me is something. There is something really powerful and bring to the artist, to the animator, more control. Okay, so with this idea in mind, okay, it's basically try to introduce this tool inside Blender. The ClayPencil thing, the ClayPencil project, is basically to introduce the 2D workflow inside Blender. Okay, but basically to create 2D workflows. Okay, 2D workflows, to the projects, okay? And the ClayPencil thing, okay, the ClayPencil thing this is basically one thing that is included in the Claymation inside Blender. Okay, the project is a more bigger project, is to create Claymation stop motion inside Blender. Okay, so the ClayPencil thing is just to use the 2D workflow drawing to create 3D assets. It's 2D to create 3D. So let me show you this example. Okay. Working. Okay, so as you see here, is basically ClayPencil is a different bunch of nodes of geometry nodes because thank you to the ClayPencil 3.0, the new ClayPencil, now it's compatible with geometry nodes. Okay, so you can create a modifier with geometry nodes on the fly. Okay, to convert your 2D animation in a 3D, in this case, like a Claymation thing. And basically, this is the current implementation, but it's only geometry nodes. I'm supposed that the community create really crazy things with this thing, no? With this geometry nodes and ClayPencil. And basically, it's a group of nodes, and you put the name of the layer in this geometry node thing, and you have some option to extrude, to create different flat surface or remesh surface, all this kind of thing. Basically, using geometry nodes. Okay. So another interesting benefits of the ClayPencil 3 with the geometry nodes is, for example, in this case, you have the second character is using ClayPencil to create a flat surface, and now, as you see, is because it's a real geometry, it's a real conversion geometry in real time, you have access to a depth of field, okay, or reflection, all these kind of things for ClayPencil. Or create fancy materials, okay, like a golden thing here in this character, all in real time using that. Or of course, you can put, for example, a tune shader, okay, a flat tune shader here in this geometry to create these cheap and fast shadows in your character, okay? Because it's using a tune shader for that. Okay, so this is the ClayPencil thing. I'm still working in this geometry node thing, okay? And I will put free online, okay? So stay tuned to my social media, okay? And but it's only to show one way because I think that the community take this and who knows what's happening here. Okay, so this is one part. The other part is next lab ClayPencil VR thing. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about the next lab thing. This is a really nice event in Madrid that basically is take a selection of international projects from artists and go to Madrid and make a prototype, okay, of this project, okay. Using different new techniques like VR thing or ClayPencil, or the last this year event was with Quill, using Quill, and port this all into Blender and render with Eevee. Okay, so let me put some video about this. And it's free. It's totally free for...
So if I were to define next lab generation in one word, I would probably use a combination of two concepts. One of them is community and the other one is innovation, because those two elements are the two pillars beneath this beautiful event.
The next lab generation experience is really exciting. I've just got here and it's buzzing, and really, you know, what could you ask for more than talking about technology and new exciting things to play with?
Veníamos con cero conocimiento de la herramienta y sin embargo ha dado un buen empujón al proyecto que creo que le ha venido muy bien.
Realmente el haber aprendido en tan poco tiempo estas herramientas siento que me va a hacer avanzar tanto en el proyecto que tengo actualmente como en el futuro, utilizando pues todo lo que he estado aprendiendo durante estos 2 meses.
People share all of the knowledge and skills and information that they've accumulated over decades of working in the industry. With everyone else.
To have feedback and talk to people, so people were really helpful. So the experience was, in a word, was really good, and it was really amazing.
Una herramienta que se podría aprovechar bastante más en general en la industria de la animación.
Ya se ha demostrado que permite trabajar mucho más rápido, mucho más eficiente Y si bien el estilo final no tiene por qué igualar al de una producción que se va a hacer luego con herramientas más tradicionales, sirve para definir muchas cuestiones estéticas y narrativas en una etapa muy temprana del proyecto.
Personally, VR feels a little underused to me in the animation industry, from my experience anyway, and I actually think that it's probably the next thing that's going to really open things out for a lot of artists and studios, personally.
So basically, this is the event. For me, it's a really nice event with artists and try to find new workflows to make the things more artistic, and I love it. So inside this event, 1 year and a half ago, we decided to try to make a change from Quill to ClayPencil VR thing. Okay, it's basically don't use Quill and use ClayPencil. Make a ClayPencil prototype for that. Okay, so let me show you some examples. Okay. So for one side, we have a ClayPencil thing. From one side, we have the VR thing. And what happens if we combine all these tools, okay? And remember that VR thing is, if I find some word to rip off the VR word, okay, because it's the controller thing, okay, it's about the controllers, okay? What happens if we can combine all these two things, okay? Let me show you some example. This was made in ClayPencil VR. It's made in an InVR program and export to Blender with a complex process a couple of years ago, okay, by Joe Daniels, okay. But this example illustrates very well the combination of these two. Okay, because this character is basically drawing in 3D space, okay, and the combination with ClayPencil or Claymation modifier thing, you can create all these characters without rigging, okay, or the classic this workflow. And one more time, the classic 3D workflow is not a problem. It's okay. It's just to try to find another way to create 2D, create 3D, okay, create 3D using 2D. Okay, for me, it's the key point. It's basically the pen tool. Okay, what is the current state of the ClayPencil VR project? Okay, so right now, or is on standby. Okay, right now we are run out of budget. Okay, we spent 1 year and a half to develop the tool. We have a working demo in Blender 3.6, okay, a working demo, okay, to do, and with the rest of the time and the budget, we decide don't polish this version, okay, and try to port the current development to Blender 4 and ResPencil 3.0, okay, because it's the future, okay, you can use all the modifiers things, okay, and yes, we have the budget is run out, and we have some prototype, but with some missing parts, okay. We are looking right now for more funding, okay, because we have a really nice two developers, okay, working on that, with a very talented, working really well and understand all the different parts of this project, and we are looking for funding, okay. And the good thing is that all the code, okay, is in the blender.org if you want to try, compile, or create your own version or wherever, okay. All the code is there, okay, with the new version, with ResPencil 3.0, okay. And maybe the realistic objective or the realistic goal will be try to port into Blender small pieces of this project, like a VR control to drawing, okay, or to the button assignment, or create the virtual UI thing, okay, just to try little by little port inside Blender in official Blender, in a experimental version of Blender or whatever. Maybe this is a realistic thing. So basically this is the idea, okay, is just that, is create 3D using the 2D workflow. Is the main vision of all these projects, okay? Try to have a different kind of animators inside a 3D program, okay? So that's it. Bye.